Again. Again. Well, that's frustrating. But we back. Stream cut out twice today. Pain. Hope everyone shits on New Class after week like they did with Clawbringer, only to find out it's actually really good. They just don't understand it. They're never gonna adjust their opinions. There's still people going around saying, you know, Clawbringer underpowered. Like, on what do you base this? Like, they buffed Clawbringer every week for like 2 months. I shouldn't be eluding anymore, but fuck it. Yeah, welcome back, everybody. Sorry about, constant stream interruptions. It's quite annoying. Waiting for your Mass Effect stream. That was last year, Carter. That was last year. Am I bad at the game? No, it is Claw that is bad. Now you're getting it. Totally forgot. Fake friend. Level 49 elite badass trolls, huh? They're, they have an amount of health. Holy shit, dude. Fire friend, I'm sorry. There's nothing to feed you with, homie. Maybe I shouldn't elite this, because it stops me from getting the side objective done, because I can't kill them fast enough. Stream Dragon Age or KOTOR 2? No. KOTOR wouldn't make for good stream content, Carter. People don't want to watch that. Sad as it is. So yeah, 3 bonus objectives failed in this run so far. It's looking like the doubters might win on this one. Saw something the other day going, I just didn't enjoy this game probably because I was on Claw because they believed their class was weak. Remember, people will do everything to deflect responsibility for their own lack of understanding of anything onto the closest possible thing. It's infinitely frustrating, but looter shooter gamers do it more than any other category, and then within that category, Lands players, Borderlands players in particular. They do it a lot. Doubted you from the beginning. Smart. Smart. Quagus shows in pain. Yes. For the health bot. It's rude. Managed to have 2 strong clawbringer builds. C50 only really needed purples. The road to get there was tough. Yeah, gearing can definitely be tough, but the class is more than viable. Clawbringer is my preferred second class for my Ghostblade build. Because I like the interactions, and it's got more than enough power. Accidentally killed the boss. I was trying to farm it, but I'm like, alright. Too much AoE. I'm gonna not elite this one. Queen's Cry pistol does have a chance of doing damage ×2. You can roll Queen's Cry with ×2 projectile part. Yeah, that is a thing that can happen. Oh. Okay. Leave on Stallion alone for like a few more seconds, please. Just like a few. There we go. Got a 161 ×2 volatile yesterday. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's definitely a decent amount of part variance on that gun, so that sounds like a good roll. That's my safe word. Question. Oh yeah, definitely good choice not deleting this one. I already forgot where the thing is. Is it over here? Yeah, it's over here. I might have difficulty actually killing with melee damage. Yeah, because my dots. Yeah, I'm not gonna get the bonus on this one. Unless, loot enemies. Perfect. Stop running. I still didn't get it. Unfortunate. Yeah, 4 missed bonus objectives. Not feeling good about this run. Oh, the parts matter again in a Lands game? They mattered in BL3 immensely. More so than any previous game. In fact, the importance of parts mattering has only increased as games have gone. They have gotten more important. Non-BL3, they mattered immensely in BL3, Tom Nasty. Immensely. In BL3, parts could be the difference between, like, up to 50% damage on a gun. Like, you could have a free radical that did, like, 60k damage, or you could have one that did 125k damage, just from parts. And then anointments on top of that. Anointments are a part, and anointments matter more than most other parts of your build. And then you had things like times 4 Monarch versus times 8 Monarch. Huge difference from just one part. You had some items that were completely undesirable with one part off, like Sickle versus Boomsickle. That's a one-part difference. Getting the correct underbarrel on a Shredifier made a huge difference. Times 4 versus times 3 Herald made a huge difference. Parts mattered more in Borderlands 3 than any Lands game before it, and they matter even more in this game than they did in Borderlands 3. People who said parts didn't matter in BO3 were doing that to throw out part variants to pretend that there was no rare farms. You're gonna play Stray, and if so, you're gonna stream it? Yeah, the plan currently is to do Stray on Saturday. Hey Felicia, how you doing? Chat, it was Felicia's birthday recently. Wish her a happy belated birthday. Thank you. Do it now. Tried to reload the stream. Live answer the question. Queen's Cry. Yeah, it can come with times 2. It can come with times 2. It's not necessarily always better, but it can come with times 2. One more elite. One more. Because the totals are all fucked from me missing side objectives anyway, so let's just see how this works out. Got some sticks for your birthday. Godfall thing? Oh. Sticks. Say the most important piece of your Clawstalker build trying to start mine. Probably the Snake Stick. The Snake Stick would be the most important. Even the Scalawag, you can, like, have kind of sort of short-term replacements. And you build basically from which element of Snake Stick you get. So if you get a Fire Snake Stick, then you want a Lightning Gun. If you get a Lightning Snake Stick, you want a Fire Gun. Have a lighting one already? Cool. Then next piece would be getting a Fire Scalawag. Too big for you. Fire Scalawag lightning armor? Yeah. Now the claw armor isn't the most important bit. Like, the more important bit would be getting that armor to have Awe and Oath of Thunder, and having some sort of, you know, beneficial one. That could be an amalgam, it could be a claw, could be a miasmic mail. Even make a case for a Tyrant's Truth, honestly. Yeah, so I think eluding 15's the play, because eluding this room, eluding any of the Fire Friend rooms makes it so difficult to actually get the kills to get the thing going. Yeah, I think I gotta not elite Fire Friend rooms. New class tomorrow this week? No. We don't have a time frame on it. We just know it's with DLC 4. We have no idea when DLC 4 is. They have not announced. So, no idea. We'll know when they tell us. Yeah, we'll know when they tell us. Does ability damage buff Ghostblade? No. Ghostblade is not ability damage. Ghostblade is melee damage. Stabomancer has absolutely nothing in their entire tree that interacts with ability damage. 0 things. We're not that far behind Crystal total-wise, where I was last run here. That's surprising me. That's actually really surprising. We're only like 1,000 behind last one, chat. Yeah, we're only about 1,000 behind. Technically, RNG could swing this and we could still come out ahead. So many of us would just like a sneak peek at something like Defeat, for example. I'm feeling patient. Because, like, remember with Clawbringer, looking at it on paper did not do it justice. And looking at Spore Warden on paper makes it look a lot better than it is. I also remember people were very unimpressed by From the Shadows before launch. And look at it now. Hey, Kurt. Thank you for the $10. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let me see if there's a message with everything. Let's get that PC. Thank you, Kurt. I appreciate it. So this is about exactly where we were on the last run. Any news on Quadcaller yet? Why is everyone asking that? Did someone put out a video or something? Like, why is everyone asking? No, there's no news. I need a command at this point. How you doing, Boom? No feet pics for you, Jaybridge. No feet pics. You heard they're coming out with a new class? People excited for new class? No, people aren't allowed to be excited for things on the internet, Felicia. Are you kidding? Pick the worst time to do that, Bunny. I think I hate you. Oh, and you're gonna turn that way too. Alright, you really suck. You're just juggling me. That's cool. Hey Vocal, how you doing? Good to see you. Any news on Quad Caller yet? You guys are toxic. Loop's gonna take a while. This many elites, this many curses, Gloop gets really fucking tanky. Not toxic, I'm a treat. Know your value. Be better, it's 40 Celsius, 104 Fahrenheit outside, some Copenhagen gaming. It's really hot here too. Not quite that bad, but really hot. You show your Blight Color build next? Sure, sure. I'm already in costume. See? Already in costume. Ah! Ah! We got a good dot there. Pain. Gonna multi-class Quag Caller Blight Chad. Respect. Gloop has so much health with this run. Kind of worried about my pistol ammo, to be honest. Wait, how are you still doing that? Texans then, I guess. Yeah, the Texans have it rough. You know, they don't have rights. When it's cold, their power goes out. When it's hot, their power goes out. Good times. Hey, Big Nose Caveman. A local Texan here, it's like going outside to play in Satan's playground, and I do not envy you. Please stay safe. Best you can. Ooh. Yeah, Gloop is real tanky with these curses. A nice break with Bark, though. There we go. That took a bit. We made it. What's my ammo situation? Now, hopefully we don't get the last Maker run where she rolled fucking 4 20s. For those of you who missed the last run, she rolled 3 consecutive 20s in rapid succession. Then she rolled a couple other numbers, then she rolled another 20, and then she rolled a 1 and died. So, pretty par for the course for D&D. This is quite intense. She decided to float higher out of my range, so that's rude. Ah! Oh, you did that on top of it? See, she's doing it again! Chat, she's doing it again! She's cheating! That's 2 consecutive 20s. Weighted dice. Baker's lazy data confirmed. Ooh, well-timed bunnies helped me out there. Cool. We got real close. We got real close. We did not quite break 70k, I don't think. Nope. We ended up about 2,000 behind where we were, with 4 failed bonus objectives compared to last run. We eluded 5 more rooms, failed 4 bonus objectives. And we still came within 2,000 crystals. Chest counts too? Yeah, sure. We'll see how much we get in the chest. We'll count the chest. 68k. Enjoy the points, doubters. Must have been super cool for Ashley to not just be the main narration, but the ultimate boss too. Yeah, that had to have been fun for her. Alright, so we have a lot of loot to go through. 94k bonk bucks to the doubters. We did amulets last time. It didn't go well. I do have some wards I'm after. I want rings, but this would seem like an irresponsible use of rings. SMGs for live wires, White Riders. I'm at a loss for what to roll here. I guess melee weapons. Which game would you recommend? Borderlands 3 or Tiny Tina's? I like both of them. Whichever one you have, whichever one you can get a better deal on. I like both the games a lot. 163k, nice. So yeah, if I go with the 15 elite model, and then strategically I could probably get away with deleting like 2 more. I gotta keep track of which rooms are the Fire Friend ones, so I can just not elite those if they don't have a lot of containers, because failing those hurts. I also failed a Butt Stallion one or 2. I think I failed 2 Fire Friends, 2 Butt Stallion ones. No, I failed the melee one, a Fire Friend, and 2 Butt Stallions. No, 2 Fire Friends, 1 Butt Stallion. There we go. It was a long run. Thought you had it, Jaybird. Yeah, completing all those bonus objectives would have pushed us over the 70k mark, probably over the 71k mark. As for the rest, being smarter about elite room placement. Yeah. So long run, can't remember what's in what room. Yeah, exactly. Keeping the exact order straight is tough for me. I need to, like, plan it out. But it'll kind of be wasted time and effort if it's not a permanent run. Like, we have 2 days left of this run. We have the rest of today, we have full day tomorrow, and then it leaves the day after, unless they announce that it's permanent. But, like, I really want it to stay. Like, I really want it to stay. Like, I really, really want it to stay. This is so fun. Randomly award ratio. Return out would be insane. Ratio guys are always just Quag Chad. I can't argue with that. Uploading the VOD from today is going to be pain. Like, for OBS, it's showing that I've been live for, 4 hours, 16 minutes. But, on the Twitch side, it's going to be like 4 separate VODs. Pain. Saying you hope they remove it. I hope they remove your attitude. Fucking got him. Here, if you do all elite rooms and all side objectives, you get the new class early. I did that. I did not get the new class. Last week we did all elite. It's a little less efficient crystals-wise to all elite. Remember the run somewhat. I'm honestly considering, like, making a graphic. I know, me doing it, instead of having someone actually talented like Felicia do it. For my own purposes. But, like, if it's not a permanent run, then there's no point, because it'll be useless in 2 days. When Wonderland's modding is a thing, like a public thing, after Season Pass content is done distributing, I would love to see, like, some of these limited time runs sort of brought in, if that's possible to do with hotfix modding. Something to dream of for the future. Lands games have always had a lot of longevity through modding. So I'm curious to see what people could do with Wonderlands modding. Graphic. Alright, so that's 28k of crystals. Let's go through this, and then we'll spend the rest. We're gonna be here a while. Ascended Hatchet. Primordial Pickaxe, but it's a 1.6 swing speed. Pain. Ascended. Where's your damage? Where is your damage? That's a really low swing speed for that amount of damage. Like, slightly faster than a Banshee, but significantly less damage? Ugh. What swing speed do you want on a Snake Stick? I think mine's really bad. 1.3 I think is the fastest. I want to say it's 1.3, Crimson. .32. Thank you. 1.2 is slowest. Oh, I still got an article in Kotaku. Good for him. He works hard, deserves recognition. The name of that challenge is Sorterlands, and I love it. We just completed a challenge called Sorterlands. Hey, Invade. How you doing? I gotta go prep some chicken. Ooh, sounds good. I still gotta figure out what I'm doing for dinner today. I really don't think I want to cook. It's too hot. We've not had a whole lot of luck with these runs in terms of actual usable loot. It's been kind of unfortunate. Let's do... Haven't touched Wonderland since Chaos 20, how is it? I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. Lots of build crafting to be done. Lots of variety in playstyles. Currently we are looting after one of this week's featured runs. There's two this week. Is a super extended. It's 29 rooms long. So we did the full 29 room gauntlet plus the 4 raid bosses, optimizing our curses and trying to do as many side objectives as we could. Fell a little short of the goal, but we did manage to get 68,000 crystals from this run. The last run we got 70,000. So you get a lot of loot that way. So it's a long stretch of gameplay. The run took an hour and a half. Longer on the last one, but yeah. Hour and a half, and then you spend like half an hour looting. It's a good time. This is one of my melee builds, because melee is fun and strong in this game. Hey Hawken, how you doing? Hope you're well. Gotta go, see you later. Have a good one, Boom. Thanks for stopping by. Guess what today is? Is it Wednesday? Is it Hump Day? No, it's Tuesday. What's today? Shirley's Day? Yeah, I'll be playing that on the weekend. First spell shot's main build, got me to Chaos 20, wonder how nerf spell shot is because it's so good. So like, why do people assume that stuff gets nerfed like that? Could you give me insight on that, Invade? Because I don't understand the mentality. You know nothing about what's been done to the game, yet you're assuming nerfs. Why? They have always, in every single Gearbox title, buffed more than they've nerfed. And there are things that they implemented in the early life of each of their previous games that never got touched a single time. So like, what is this assumption that stuff got nerfed? I really want to get to the heart of this and figure out why people think like this. What about it, to you, as someone who, by your own admission, has not been keeping up with or playing the game, what about it makes you think that they're nerf happy? Spell weaving super strong for gun damage? Very indirectly. Spell weaving has been slightly nerfed. Magic bullets has been slightly nerfed and reworked. Double knot was buffed and then slightly nerfed. But overall, spell shot is still far and away the strongest of the classes. Thinking this week or next week? I have no idea, Ime Flower. We don't really know, because there was no gap between DLC 1 and 2, but there was a week gap between DLC 2 and 3. So, like, there's no norm. We just know that collectively, previous DLC releases have all been fairly close together. We don't know. I would like to know, but I don't. But back to the spell shot thing. Spell shot's still far and away the strongest class in the game. Frighteningly so. The gap has been made more narrow, but some of those changes have resulted in buffs to certain aspects of Spellshot's kit, I should note. Hope we're told when it's coming. Just plan to take a day off work to play a new class. Don't get a lot of time to play anymore. I can work and lurk most days, no real playtime. Yeah, I hope we get a heads up. I hope they don't just, like, spring it on us, because that doesn't give the community a chance to, like, really band together and build the hype for it, right? Spellshot nerfs are so small they're barely noticeable. Like I said, situationally, some bits of it were buffed. So, like... Remember super strong gun buffs from the Spellshot tree, so I thought maybe they toned it down because at the time's way better than most classes. Every class. Way better than every class. Still is. But, balance has shifted to a point where that gap is smaller. Other classes have gotten some love in some areas. All classes and multi-class combinations are viable, and anything you did on Spellshot is still going to be very powerful. They do not really make a habit of removing player power, like, ever in any of their games. In the life cycle of Wonderlands thus far, I can think of exactly 2 things which kind of lost desirability through balancing changes. Exactly 2 things. No more. And they're just individual items. So. R.I.P. Sawmill. Sawmill, yeah, that's one. Hovering off X being one of them? No, Awe is still one of the best damage dealing skills in the game. We did not know how good Awe was then. So, like, now that we know, even post-change, Awe is still one of the best damage dealing skills in the game. It does a lot. Pookie's shoe toy? No, Pookie's is still sick, son. I never used Pookie's until after the nerf, and I was like, wait, this gun's great. The 2 things I'm referring to, or first one being the Sawmill, second one being, nope, not the Rogue Imp, the Pandemecium. Pandemecium armor. Because that one was an indirect hit due to the mechanical change of how Contagion functions. Pandemecium's thing was that it could just apply a lot of small dots, which, with old Contagion, could just insta-melt things. But that's not how Contagion functions anymore. So Pandemecium just kind of doesn't really do that now. Sawmill got thrown in the trash can damage-wise. Rogue Imp took a nerf, but it didn't go from, like, top tier to awful. It went from pretty good to somewhat good. I think it's bad on my mindset thinking Spellshot gets nerfed. Didn't mean to the ground, just balance the rest. No, it's just, it's a thing that I see a lot, and I'm trying to figure out how to address it. People in the Lands community, Borderlands or Wonderlands, they just tend to believe that nerfs happen more than they do, and then they will blow changes out of proportion, changes that sometimes aren't even nerfs. They will start just shitting all over the game, the devs, the publisher, anyone who defends any of those things, any parts of the community who like the game or any of those entities. People will just start shitting all over all that out of hatred from things that don't exist. So I'm just trying to do some research there and figure out what exactly is causing that weird mindset other than content creators lying. So it's just a genuine question, Invade. Didn't mean to put you on the spot or anything. It just was a good opportunity for me to do some digging. I'll go to storage shed, get my game systems. Sounds good. Like, you guys remember the ring balancing pass where they nerfed 3 rings and buffed, what was it, 8? No, they nerfed 4 and buffed 9, I think was the total. It was something crazy like that. And the nerfs amounted to, on a mediocre edging towards subpar gear setup, a 4.2% damage nerf per ring to your overall output. With better gear, that shrank down to all the way down to a potential 1%. And then several other things were buffed, some of which were already better than the things people were using. But there's still people to this day claiming that ring nerfs destroyed their builds. It's like, And your approach is, did this get nerfed rather than does this get changed? It's coming across as aggressive rather than inquisitive. Combative, maybe rather than aggressive. Yeah, combative would be the word there. Because, like, one way is asking for confirmation of an unfounded suspicion you have, and then the other way is asking what happened. There's some subtle differences there. But again, don't mean to paint you with the brush of other people's shit behavior, because I know you're not trying to do that. You know, we got a bit of a community housekeeping issue of some people just going out there saying some wild shit. And unfortunately, some of those people have platforms, so like... And some creator friends of mine are catching some weird heat for people expecting them to jump into a hate circle jerk. Like... Wasn't here for the notes last week because the verdict on the magic bullets changed, so Moxie said it could actually be buffed and look into it though. So, magic bullets did not give gun damage before. It gave a multiplier to bullets that was not gun damage, worked out to a fresh multiplier for everything except the gluttony. It was additive to gluttony bonus. Basically, now that magic bullets is giving gun damage, what this means is Stab-O-Matic no longer gets it, so it's a nerf to that. But Barrage and Double Knot were 2 examples of things that get gun damage bonuses. We're not getting magic bullets. Now they get it. So Barrage and Double Knot were buffed by that change. Gluttony, it's like a sidestep. Other gun builds, Stab-O-Matic included, proportionally are somewhat nerfed, but anyone saying those changes killed their build, it didn't. It didn't. The change is hard to notice in practicality. Torg Sticky's got a buff from the change. Shit, yeah, because of the way the damage is, yeah, the way that handles on-shot versus on-hit modifiers. Good note. A thing that unfortunately did get hit is gun dot builds did lose a chunk of power. Hey, not tax-free. Thank you so much for the 17 months. I appreciate it. Thank you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the continued support. Nerf Buffmeister, watch the world burn. I've been saying since day one that thing should be just ripped from people's hands before they got attached. And guess what? Ooh.
Quagged cozy.
Thank you so much, not tax-free. Ascended Harbinger. Now, Dark Magic Efficiency isn't a great passive, but Ascended Spellshot Power with Frost damage. Like, what can I do with this? Shield capacity do anything, like, interesting with Spellshot Power? If this was Berserker Power, or not Berserker Power, Graveborn Power, some Dire Sacrifice stuff, but I guess I'll keep it just because it's Ascended. Whatever. This is Dark Magic Berserker. That's like a little better for Dire Sacrifice stuff. Still not quite the gold standard. When people say dumb things just because someone else will listen. It does happen, Chris. It does happen. That's going back to the conversation about people just hating in the lands community. A lot of it, the people will be very quiet about it until they see an opening. Something Cheese mentioned is the other day. Whenever he brings up something that he like wishes was done differently in Wonderlands, there's a huge category of people who will just break their lurk and just be like, yeah, they really fell off after BL2. Like, bro, that's not what I said. Not on your side. Stop the circle jerk. Like, it's so weird. People exist to hate things. It's depressing. They'll hear a whole ass different sentence. And you can tell because it's all they do. They'll quietly lurk until the hate starts, and then they'll pile on. Or they'll try to start when they hate circle jerk. Like Epic mentioned on Twitter yesterday, he had some comments on a video. He was doing some BL2 stuff, and someone just came in the comments, started shitting on Wonderlands. He's like, bro, I don't want to talk about that shit. I don't agree with you, and that's not what this content's for. But, like I said, we need some community housekeeping. Some of these people don't know how to behave. Double status chance, nice. Amulet you run? I run a Barbalode for Julio. Lots of chaining damage, lots of improved mobbing. You could make a case for Theurge for better bossing, because better from the shadows uptime. Do Slip and Stun for some quality of life with movement. Skeep if you need a little bit extra survivability, but I would say this is a build that doesn't really need that, honestly. So I even hesitate to join in on discussions what to improve on the forums, because jerks just pile on. Yeah, it's not about being constructive or having a discussion. It is about the specific act of fomenting negativity. It's fucking exhausting. People complain just for the sake of complaining is one of the reasons I don't play the games online much anymore. No point to hear the same thing over and over. Right. Well put. I know they won't nerf spell shot or buff big time because one, they just don't do that, and two, I think they want an OP boring way for some people to play, and the RI should be insane. Yeah, it's probably one of those cases if they don't think that the benefit would outweigh the costs, and I can't really disagree. My opinion as a theory crafter is not necessarily how even a large fraction of people play the game. Definitely in the minority in my distaste for it, but... So like 30 minutes looting? Yep. Hey, Sandbat, thank you so much for the 9 months. Positivity over negativity all day? Absolutely. Hard agree. Positivity is important. There's enough negativity out there, and sometimes there's a little more honesty in positivity, which I think goes understated. Thank you so much for the support. It means a lot. It could really improve the UI. I'll never buy again. Yeah, it really goes exactly like that. Yeah, we just finished looting. So, ooh, 180 mil. We made like 30 mil today, chat. That was pretty profitable. Probably break 200 mil next stream. Well, that's cool. I'm thinking tomorrow I'm gonna do more of this, maybe. Either I'm gonna Chaos Climb on a gun build, or we're gonna do more of the super extended run. It's weird to get off on non-joint things. It's the only way some people can socialize, it seems. Yeah, Vlad, it's very strange, and I can't wrap my head around it, but I'm probably living a more healthy life not being able to understand that. So, that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, keeping me company through the heat. Stay cool. Through frustrating OBS, let's call them issues. But all that stuff. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for everything. Let's find somewhere to raid. Keep some love positivity going in the Wonderlands directory. I will be live tomorrow. More Wonderlands. Stray is out today, so that'll be Variety Saturday. So I'm looking forward to playing that. There's a couple people playing that right now, so I'm gonna try and stay spoiler free on that. Lazy's doing Wonderland stuff. Birdman's doing Outriders stuff. D2H is doing Stray. Control's playing Doom. Cat's doing Wonderlands. Let's go to Lazy. Let's go to Lazy. Ko is playing Stray earlier. Looks pretty cool. Cool. I tend to have the same taste in games as Ko, so that's good to know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for everything. Awesome stream today. We got a 70k crystals run. So copy that raid message. Let's go say hi. And let's spread some of that positivity. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Seriously, thank you guys. I was very annoyed this morning, and y'all always put me in a better mood, so I appreciate that. Stay cool. Seriously, it's fucking hot. Be safe. Alright, I'll stop badgering you. Bye!
Anarchy, and I don't want anarchy.